What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? How are we doing today? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Here I come. Do not forget tonight on Scotty by Nature's channel, we will be having the Whether You Like It or Not panel. We will be discussing this week's episode of Basketball Wives and the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So just so you know, make sure you guys are there for that. What's up? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Thank you for those of you that came over from El Teddy's chat. I was in the clouds doing some things around here. Actually, one of the stories he talked about, I was going to talk about yesterday, and then we just kind of ran out of time. The story about Kinley, North Carolina, where everybody just decided they was going to quit because they put the black woman in charge. But he discussed it, so y'all going over there and check it out after y'all get done here, obviously. Let me do my roll call. What's up, Tracy? Hey, Diamond Pearl. What's up? Hey, Creative Diva. Hey, Diva One. Hey, Boo. I was looking at your vlog from yesterday. Your Uber Lyft vlog from yesterday. You are so funny. And I think you're funny. You're not even trying to be funny, but you were talking about how you got lucky and you got one job that took you to the next job that took you to the next job. And you were like, that'll never happen. Excuse me, I was checking that out yesterday. Y'all don't forget Diva One is a content creator. Y'all make sure y'all checking Diva One out, honey. Hey, Jonathan, what's up, brother? You know that the town I pastor in was on the news. Kinley? You pastor in Kinley? Is that where you pastoring? Or is it another town you're talking about? What's up, Xavier? Hey, Tracy. What's up, Marilyn? That's where you work as Kinley? Then you should have been over in El Teddy's chat. You could have added some insight to that story if that's what you're talking about. And if that's the case, I didn't know that was so close. It's that close to Durham? I was thinking, child, get the heck out of here. Because you live down that way. Like, it can't be that far from Durham. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's about an hour away. Wow. That's crazy. Well, you might have some some more insight other than what the news is telling us about what's going on down there. You know, I mean, we know what the story is, but you might have a little, hit us up. Hit me at El Teddy up if you got a little bit of, inside track, of what's going on down to the place. Okay. All right, you guys, let's get it. So we don't have a lot to talk about today, but what we do have to talk about is probably going to be a little something, a little this and a little that. Let's get the little tidbits out the way. First of all, the VMA nominations came out. Lil Nas X is the first openly black gay man. I want to say, I don't know if they said black or just openly gay man to be nominated for Artist of the Year. So congrats to him. I think he's got like 7 nominations. Lizzo was nominated, Doja Cat, Normani, Meg Thee Stallion, Future. I didn't even know Future had a song out, child. Kinley's about an hour away from you too? Oh, wow. You literally just got home from North Carolina? Wow. Hey, Yana, what's up, boo? Who else did they say was nominated? Off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember. Drake. So the VMAs are gonna have some a little lot going on, Future got a song with Meg. Okay, is that what it was then, child? Y'all know some things I don't keep up with, child. I don't keep up with. But they had a lot of nominations. Like all of them had like a lot of nominations. So congrats to the nominees. I hope they all win. I'm sure we'll be watching the VMAs when they come around. To see what the people are doing on stage, to see who's performing and all that good stuff. Usher is going to be executive producing a scripted TV show about a jazz artist down in New Orleans. Hold on, let me get to that story. Here it is right here. He's going to executive produce it. It's going to be called Storyville. It's the story of brothel madams of the red light district, child. I thought I read jazz musician. See, I was all wrong. Anyway, let me give y'all this. He's going to partnership with Starlings Television to develop an upcoming series about the birth of jazz. Okay, I know something about jazz. About the birth of jazz music. The project, named Storyville, will reportedly cover the lives of 5 brothel madams fighting for ultimate power in the infamous New Orleans red light district. Sharing his excitement for the upcoming production, Usher stated, Storyville is an epic tale that's sparked by the origins of the sound that inspired my career, a story that touches the nerve of social and cultural relevance today. Excuse me. Okay. I was reading because I wanted to see if they said what show is going to come on yet. It doesn't say what channel it's going to be on. But I mean, listen, that sounds interesting. Y'all know I'll give it a good look. Y'all know I'll give it a good looky look, a little looky poo. Y'all know I definitely will. But congrats to him about that. I know that's right. Extra Smoke Dragon. Would you like to be a mod? Would you like to be a mod, boo? If you don't, it's okay, because I know you already mod in some other places. If you don't want to be a mod, it's all right. But if you want to, please let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and add you. But yeah, so with that being said, congrats to him on that. Now we got couple of rumor alerts that we need to put out there. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before we do that. Hold on, y'all. Thanks, boo. Okay, then I'm gonna add you. Give me a second. I'm gonna add you. Thanks, boo. Cause Abby, she's stepping up her presence down to the church house around the same time that I'm here, and little baby, her work schedule done stepped up, and so same thing with y'all. So yeah, okay. Thank you, boo. Hold on, let me do that right now. All right, so yeah, okay. Thank you, boo. Hold on. Okay, of course, Okay. Thank you. It did it. Next time you type, you should be blue. Let me know. So, anyway, thank you, babes. But with that being said, some rumors. We got some rumors. The first rumor I want to bring to y'all is a rumor about some people that's been dating. Now, rumor has it that I don't think this is a rumor. I mean, I don't think this is real, but we're gonna put it out there anyway. Allegedly, Jennifer Hudson and Common was canoodling, giggling, snuggling, and cuddling up in Philadelphia this weekend down to a restaurant. They had a little date night. Now, I know that they're working on a project together. They're filming a project together. Now, they could have just been friends out having a good time. Maybe they flirting a little bit. Maybe they getting to know each other a little bit. Things happen. I see you, Diva Law. Okay. All right. I keep that in mind next time I need to add a mod, baby. Thank you. I know that people do things on movie sets. Sometimes they fall in love. Sometimes they get to liking each other a little bit. Like, I know that that's what happens, right? I know that happens. So do I think that they both single, so do I think that maybe there might be a little bit of hookup? Maybe there might be a little bit of hookup, little hooky hook, hook it up, hook. However, I don't know about this, y'all. Now listen, I like me some Common, and I think Common is fine, but I don't know. I feel like it's a lot going on with Mr. Common. And I just don't want to see him go down that road that so many of my sisters have traveled down. Listen, Marilyn says she better run. Listen, I will be concerned if it extends past this movie project. Because, people do all kinds of stuff when they on a movie project. They film and they both single. Shit happens. They might be, keeping company. As the old folk would say, they might be keeping company. But I don't think it's no great love affair. Honestly, I don't. I really don't. I don't think it's no great love affair, child. What y'all think? What in the world? I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, okay. Jonathan, I see. Okay, I saw it. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at it because I was getting all these messages on Instagram, but I see it's you. Oh. I'm gonna read this when I get off of here. Me and El Teddy might have to do a special live talking about this when we read through it. But I'll get to it. But thank you. I'll check it out. Common really only commits for a limited time only. So as long as she knows that and acts accordingly, she's fine. Exactly. I feel like it's the same thing. Now, as long as he's being upfront with the women, I don't see where he wrong. You a local star around them parts. I know that's right, bruh. You a local star around them parts. So, but I'm gonna read that when I get off of here. 4-time might be a charm for Common with Jennifer. Listen, I'm gonna say it's like this. Remember George Clooney? George Clooney was an infamous bachelor. George Clooney was like, I ain't getting married. I'm not having kids. Don't ask. If we date, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna joke. We're gonna kiki and we're gonna caca. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for more, I'm not your man. Remember? And he was like that for years. He dated some great, like some of Hollywood's elite. Okay. And then he fell in love and it all changed. So the reality is, what's up, KK? Hey, Tracy. The reality is, sometimes love make you do some strange things. Love make you do some crazy things. And when you find the right one, all of that, what I will do, what I won't do, it goes out the window. We see it happen all the time. You see a man date a woman for 20 years and won't commit, won't marry her, break up with that woman, fall in love with the next woman, and give her everything that the last woman couldn't get out of him. So Common might just be very discerning and might be just waiting for the right one. Okay. Common and Diddy are the same in relationships. I say that loosely. Oh, charm. Common is just trying to capitalize on the publicity Jennifer's gonna have from her new show. Oh, you think he's an opportunist, little baby? You think that's what he does? That's his MO? You don't think he really be feeling these women? You feel like that's what he did with with Tiffany Haddish? Interesting. I've never really heard him called an opportunist before. So I don't know. But anyway, it's a rumor, so we'll see if it's real or not. Now, a rumor got confirmed today, which I still think is some bull hockey. Sheree Whitfield allegedly is dating Martell Holt down to the love marriage Huntsville. I don't believe it. I still think it's a publicity stunt. I still think it's, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all too. And I said this when I did my quick drop. If y'all saw my quick drop earlier, I really feel like some of it, at least on Martell's part, is a play to get under Melody's skin. Because we know that there were rumors about Melody joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We know that there were rumors that was going to happen. I think she even filmed. I think she was at the Lee Archive event, but I feel like they saw her filming at some event. She was one of the big events where they, were filming for the show. She was there, and that's where the rumor sort of started that she was trying to be a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all and tell y'all, but I think it's happening, and this is my opinion. I don't know this to be a fact. I think if Melody hangs in for one more season, and I feel like Melody and Carlos have had this conversation. If Melody hangs in for one more season, I see Carlos giving her a spinoff down to Atlanta and starting a Love and Marriage Atlanta spinoff. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you a few reasons why. You're welcome, Diva. You've been my girl for a long time. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you being here. Common is definitely the opportunist. Angela Reid, Tiffany Haddish, and now J Hood after she got the EGOT. Okay, I see y'all. But here's why I feel like this might be what's going to really happen with that. A couple of things. One, if you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, you notice how everybody else is stepping it up. Maurice and Kimmy, Marcel and Letitia. They added a new couple, Tiffany and whatever her husband's name is. And you notice how in the last season or so, they've been revving it up. Destiny, they've been revving it up as far as the drama. I feel like they were trying to see if the show could survive without Melody and Martell and without the drama that Melody and Martell was putting in there. Like, I feel like that's what was happening. So that if and when Melody did depart, the show could survive. And if Melody departs, it will be to Atlanta because we know that she can't physically move full time to Atlanta because of her custody agreement. But she can be there enough to film a show. What's up, Cool Gamer? Hey, Cindy. Well, she is not in love, nor is she married. I agree. However, child, when the last time we didn't have Real Housewives? You know what I'm saying? Like, they, I feel like for Melody, they'll probably have couples around her, and then they may have, it'd be about Melody dating and rebuilding and finding love again. Like, it may not be the traditional marriage part of it, but it would be like the love part. You know what I'm saying? And I that's how and I could be wrong, but I even saw Carlos tweet out something about would y'all be interested in a Love and Marriage Atlanta? Like, he threw it out there just to see, hey, New Jones, to see if people would be interested. And so I'm not saying he's going to do it, but I think that's more likely than Melody getting on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And remember, Carlos has connections to a lot of the former housewives that know how to carry a show. Like, he got the Lisa Woos, he's got the Deshaun's, he's got, some of the other people he's built relationships with in Atlanta. I'm not saying that would happen. I'm just saying I could see that happening before I see her getting on getting on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I don't believe, and then this is how I know that they ain't telling the truth. Because Sheree talking about something, he helping her with her brand. She by Sheree brand. The man that had misspellings on his posters for his wine, the wine that he made, but he ain't had no distribution for. I think he got distribution now, but he was having a whole launch party with no damn distribution. That one, he's helping you. Oh, okay. Candy brought up a very valid point on this week's Love. Y'all got me all over the place. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Candy brought up a really good point. Candy said Sheree has the most recognizable brand that isn't a brand. I think in all of Housewives franchise, everybody knows she by Sheree. And even if we do it just as a joke, just to be funny, we would buy. If she would ever launch a damn website that was viable, that had products on it, people would buy it. Even if nothing else. But listen, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'd buy a t-shirt. I would buy a She by Sheree t-shirt. She had on a real cute t-shirt when she was talking to the people today. Child, it said SBS, and it looked like old graffiti or whatever. It was real cute. Carlos needs to worry about bringing back R&B divas and Hollywood divas. I don't think that's happening. Hollywood divas ain't coming back. He would have to buy Todd out. Because, you know, that was him and Todd. That's when him and Todd fell out. Martell finna pimp Sheree like he tried to pimp Melody. Well, he did pimp Melody. Hey, Mr. Willie Brown, how you doing? Listen, Melody, I'm not gonna see. I wasn't there. I don't know how much of what Melody created, what they built in Huntsville, was him, and how much of it was her. But they definitely did make a good team. I mean, they did make a good team. But you see what she's been able to do without him. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Willie Brown. Everybody wish Willie Brown a happy birthday, please. Y'all wish him. He's one of my faithful supporters. Everybody, y'all wish him a happy birthday. Put some birthday cakes in the chat. Happy birthday. I hope you having a great day or had a great day. I hope you got some plans with some love around you, friends, family, something, significant other, taking your dog to the dog park, whatever makes you happy. I hope you had a good day. I just want to know why she's doing a fashion show. Why not an athletic commercial? Right. Because, like, don't nobody care about your fashion show. Tracy, I said the same thing. Did somebody check on coleslaw? Because that is who's in trouble. That is who's in trouble. That is who we need to worry about is the coleslaw. Because she's the only one that's going to believe this shit. I'm just saying. Thank y'all. Yes, happy birthday. If I knew how to sing, I would sing to you. But you know I don't know how to sing. But happy birthday, Mr. Willie Brown. Yep. So that's that, child. So we got that out the way. Now here's another rumor. Now I got this down to the Instagram of all about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Or remember, it's all about the Real Housewives, I think. Anyway, allegedly they trying to do a major shakeup for next season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You know, the season is about halfway over. They gave us the mid-season trailer last week. So they're gonna be filming the reunion soon, which means they're gonna start filming probably in about another couple of months. They'll start filming again. Because this season they were filming during the holidays. We've had Thanksgiving and Christmas, and so they'll probably start filming in another couple of months. Now, what I will say is this. The shakeup says, it didn't say nothing about Renna, and that's who I feel like need to go, child. It's who going live tonight? Oh, Coleslaw, child. She probably is, child. She probably is. Now, allegedly, the word on the curb is Kyle is the one that might be getting an exit ticket. And Kathy is being bumped up. And Kim may be coming back. Because Kim is a fan favorite. And Andy loves her. Now, this is what I'm going to say about that. This is what I'm going to say about that. Based on that mid-season trailer and based on the rumors that we have heard about what transpired with Kathy Hilton in the second half of the season, either Kathy Hilton redeemed herself, meaning what we heard was not true, and it comes to pass that they're able to prove that it's not true, or Kathy Hilton is doing this as a way to get back at Kyle, and she threw a whole lot of money at Andy. And the reason why I say that is Kim has said she don't want to get back on the show. Kathy said she didn't want to be full-time on the show. And if the rumors are they're going to get rid of Kyle to bring back Kim and bump Kathy up, what that says to me is that's a sister's thing. That's an internal sister's thing. And Kathy is going to do what she got to do to sort of stick it to Kyle. That's what it sounds like to me. Now, for those of you that are familiar with them sisters, y'all tell me what y'all think. I don't even watch the show anymore, and I want them to get rid of Lisa. We should put in a site console. Yes, child, because Coleslaw, child. You see Cal talking about, I've been wanting to lead the show, and we know that's a lie. They've been talking about shaking up that Fox Force 5 or whatever the BS is. Yeah, and I have heard Kyle talking about, oh, she's ready to go, and it's been so long, and she wants to da. But also, rumor has it that Lisa Rinna is at the end of her contract, and she may be up for the boot. Let's talk about husbands. Kim took on the whole damn table by herself. Child. Yes, she did. They need to keep, they can keep the cast as is, in your opinion. I'm going to say this. I think Dorit can go. Did y'all see how Dorit, did y'all see how Dorit was kissing, what's her face's, ass on last week's episode? Jamie Lee Curtis's ass. I said, girl, are you serious right now? Like, are you really like panting over? And don't get me wrong, it's not about it's not about Jamie Lee Curtis. I love Jamie Lee Curtis, but girl, not when you first came on the show, you was acting like you knew everybody just because your husband was managing Boy George, child, and you was acting like y'all knew everybody and y'all was the who's who, but you over here fanning out over Jamie Lee Curtis. And again, that ain't no shade to Jamie Lee Curtis, but girl, listen. The problem with that group is that they're fake. They don't really like each other, and they do get together to create plays or how they're going to gang up on certain people. I don't like that. I think Kim got a raw deal on that show. I feel for her sobriety. That's how I feel, Creative Diva. I don't think she needs to come back. I think her making a cameo from time to time is fine. I do not think she needs the regular filming. I just don't think she needs. I think she's good where she is. If she's been sober and she's been doing well, let her stay there. I really don't want. And again, yeah, I mean, is she entertaining? Sure. And I never disliked Kim. I always felt bad for Kim because it was clear to me that Kim had some issues. Like, it just was clear to me. Listen, if it's up to me, this what I would do. This is what I would do. I would get rid of Lisa. I would demote Lisa Rinna. I don't know if I would get rid of her because Lisa Rinna does carry the bones. She does carry the bones. So I don't know. I feel like I would probably demote Lisa Rinna. I would get rid of Dorit. I would get rid of Diana. Crystal ass could go too, for real, if you want to know the truth of the matter. But I probably would just demote Crystal. I would bring Sheree on if she's willing to be full-time. I would bring Sheree on. Sheree, Garcelle's friend, Beth, I would bring her on full-time. And I would bring somebody on that really truly is Sutton's friend. I know her and Garcelle have built a friendship, but I mean somebody that's friends with Sutton. Because I think Sutton is an acquired taste. And I feel like people who've known her for a long time may have a different insight on her. And, I'm up and down with Sutton. I have days where I love Sutton and I have days where I be like, girl. But I think at her core, I really think Sutton is just quirky. She's that quirky kid that everybody knew in school. She's just really quirky and weird. Kim needs to be at the dinner party to drag Rinna by that tired 70s pixel mullet. Listen, Lisa Rinna and that damn hair is just... And when she wears the wigs with the different hairstyles, she looks nice. I really wish she would let that hair go. Jamie Lee Curtis is from Trading Places back when Eddie Murphy was like, child, I used to love Trading Places. That's actually one of my favorite movies. I would look at that movie over and over again. I would remove Dorit. She brings nothing. Diana brings nothing. I would have to keep Rinna. Yeah, I would probably demote Rinna, though. I would have to do to Rinna what they do when they try to get people in line. You know how some of the people they would demote, just get them in line, and then they bring them back the next year full time? That's what I would do to Rinna. I would demote her so she could get it together because, Rinna really been acting a fool, these last couple of weeks. And she blamed it on her grief, and she blamed it on Lois, but she been really getting beside herself. If they let Lisa go, I guess I could look forward to seeing her back on Days of Our Lives as Billie Jean. Ciao. How long she been gone off of Days of Our Lives, honey? I liked Eileen. Now Eileen didn't bring us a whole lot. She didn't give us a whole lot of drama, but Eileen, I liked Eileen. I did like Eileen. Um, and then they could just find some new blood. I'm sitting there trying to think. Just find like maybe 2 or 3, new blood. Hell, if they got rid of Kyle, Lisa Vanderpump will come back. Y'all know what I'm saying? Sure. You know what? I don't want Denise either. I think Denise got a raw deal, but I don't need her back either, honestly. If you want to know the truth of the matter. Like, she could stay where she is too, child. I do think she got a raw deal, but I don't need her back. I don't really need her back. Mm-mm. No. But LV, if they got rid of Kyle, Lisa Vanderpump would come back. And let me say this. If they got rid of Kyle and brought Lisa Vanderpump back, then I say keep Dorit, because Lisa Vanderpump gonna wear Dorit ass out. Keep Dorit. If they bring back Lisa Vanderpump, baby, keep Dorit. Not Kyle. Isn't Lisa racist? No, Lisa. I don't think Lisa's racist. I don't think she's racist. I mean, I don't know the woman personally. I know that she made the comments about um allegedly she made the comments. Well, not allegedly. I think they said it. The comments about bringing a black person on the show. And then I think she made the comments about feeling like she got to walk around eggshells on Garcelle because every time somebody does something to Garcelle, it's turned into a racial issue. I don't think that makes her racist. I actually think that's a pretty decent. That second statement I think is actually an accurate. It's an accurate concern, but that's the problem with only having one black person on a show, is that if the white women do something to her, something that they would normally do to anybody else, hazing per se, or however you want to put it, then because she's the only black woman on the show, there is what's that? What am I saying? I ain't gonna say microphone. Magnifying glass on that incident. Have I seen the girls trip with Dorit? What girls trip with Dorit? What girl? I don't know what girls trip you're talking about. Hey, D'Amelia, how you doing? Well, that's why let me say this. And again, I feel like that's what Lisa Rinna was saying when it was the we're just going to plop a black person on the show just for the purpose of just for the purpose of doing it, because we don't have a black person. No. And then you can't make her the spokesperson for Black America. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like they should have had black women. It's plenty of black women in Beverly Hills. Like, they could have, but I just feel like to do it just for the sake of saying we're gonna put a black person on here. I don't know. I'm going to have to be honest. I believe a lot of the new fandom is starting to dampen the show. I don't like every negative interaction with someone who isn't white being labeled racist. I agree, and that's my point. That's my point. I don't. Every time somebody disagrees with Garcelle, doesn't make them racist, and it doesn't make what they're doing or saying racist. But because she's the only black woman on the show, and because she was added to the show at a time where we had this heightened sense of identity with, Black Lives Matter and George Floyd, I think that there was that, that zoom in put on there. You know what I'm saying? She's on the latest Bravo Girls trip on Peacock, and Dorit, not Dorit, no. Mm-mm. I would love for them to routine out the cast. LVP 1 year, Kyle 1 year. Renner can get 2 years off. Ciao. Hey Morgan, what's up? No, this, and I gotta finish doing my girls trip reviews, but no, the season that's currently on now, there's the only person on there's Brandy Glanville. There are no current Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on this season. It's Brandy Glanville, and it's the lady who was being abused, whose husband undeaded himself. It's the two of them. Nobody on this current season of Girls Trip is currently on their respective shows. Taylor, thank you. Tamara just got her job back on the OC, but when they were filming it, they called it the ex-wives because all of them were not currently on their show while they were filming. And I personally think it's unfair to make Garcelle the spokesperson for all Black people. For one, she has an experience as an immigrant and her first language isn't even English. I said that. Didn't I say unalive? Oh, I said undead, didn't I? Unalive. To be fair, I don't watch regularly anything but Atlanta, Potomac, and I used to watch Orange County. Yeah, and so yeah. But this girl so far was good. I stopped reviewing it because I went on vacation and I just haven't gotten back to it yet. But I do need to get caught up on that. Even though y'all ain't really watching the reviews. Y'all wasn't watching the reviews. To be fair, I just read that. But yeah, that's how I feel about it too. I feel this. I feel the same way. I feel like that was a lot put on Garcelle, and I did feel like there was a magnifying glass on everything Garcelle did, but I feel like it was a magnifying glass on everything the ladies did as well. Because some of the things they did to Garcelle is the same shit they do to everybody. I don't want Vicky to come back after I saw the way she was acting on the Ultimate Girls Trip. I don't know her because I didn't watch the OC. Oh Lord. But Tamara was. I mean, Lil Baby, you know better than I do about Tamara and Vicky on the OC. The season that I watched was the season that they left, so I don't know anything about them. Just you're currently on episode 3. Yeah, I think I reviewed episodes 1, 2, and 3. I watched episodes 4 and I think 5. I just haven't done the reviews for them. I'm gonna get back to it. Child, I'm trying to catch up on the stuff that y'all watch. The stuff that y'all don't really, the reviews that I know y'all watch is what I'm trying to catch up on. The reviews that I know y'all don't really rock with like that, well, what you gonna do? Right, Kyle pulling her stunt with the charity on Garcelle, something she would have done with anyone. That's how those women fight. Ebony K. Williams was the same way on New York. I don't like just adding a Black chick and then telling them to have fun. Right. And I agree. I agree that Kyle absolutely would have done that to anybody else. She would have done that exact same thing, and she would have done exactly what she did. Held it for the reunion. That is what they do. They hold stuff for the reunion. That is what they do. So I did feel like that was a bit much to make it out to be a Black issue. Like, well, because Black people have a reputation of not tipping and not paying bills, that it was a Black thing. And it wasn't. I don't think it was. I really don't. Lil Baby, well, I know you was watching a Lil Baby because you comment. I can always tell when Lil Baby be watching stuff because she comments on stuff. You waiting on Big Brother. Oh, listen. Vicky is a professional victim. She getting on my nerves on Ultimate Girls Trip. Why don't you do a members only chat for shows that don't draw a wide audience? I mean, I could. I still owe y'all my members only for my road trip. I ain't forgot. I have not forgotten. I just been, like I said, as soon as I got home, my dad was sick, and then I went right back out of town. So we're gonna do it. I did a lot of running around last week, between my dad and I was helping my sister with my nephew last week. And then I ended up going out of town this weekend. So I didn't forget. We're going to get to it. Hey, thank you, Phil. Garcelle started it with Kyle at her charity. Yeah, I don't feel like what Kyle did was racist. I don't even feel like it was a microaggression. I feel like that was her playing the way they play on these reality shows. Like, imagine, take color out of it. Y'all think she wouldn't have done the same thing if she had been fighting with Lisa Rinna? Look at what Sutton did to Lisa Rinna earlier this season with the table at the Elton John charity. She literally did the exact same thing to Lisa Rinna, saying, "Hey, you didn't have tickets. I let you sit at my table and you never paid me." Like, She literally did the exact, or she said, I didn't ask you for any money. But she literally did the exact same thing, basically. I didn't like Ebony making everything Black history preaching and teaching moment. She just sucked the air out of the room. And I mean, honest, I didn't watch it, but I heard that there was a lot of that. And again, everything isn't a microaggression. I didn't watch the show, so I can't speak to the specifics of New York, but everything ain't a damn microaggression. It just isn't. It just isn't. And thank you for the super chat. Mwah, Phil, thank you. Folks don't be wanting to remember, I personally don't even like Kyle. Listen, okay. All right, so y'all, I think that's it with the stuff. Now let's get to the dirt. Now yesterday, I started to do this as a separate live, but we're gonna go ahead and round it in here, y'all. Yesterday, when we got off of here, we had a good kiki about the robbery that took place down to the church up in Brooklyn. Bishop Whitehead, okay? We talked about the robbery. We talked about our theories about the robbery, at least me. I told y'all that I feel like that this was some bull hockey. I don't think it was real. Oh, you got juice? What juice? Oh, I got juice. Who got juice? I think so too, Phil. I feel like the producers did the same thing to Garcelle. I feel like the producers put a lot of pressure on Garcelle and on Ebony to create Black moments. I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that. I just believe that they did that. But yeah, so I got off of here last night and found out, shout out, y'all know my producer, Tracy Chappelle, sent it to me first. And then I went and found it. I did a little video on it last night. Now, Larry Reid, if y'all don't know who Larry Reid is, Larry Reid is, Larry Reid Live. Basically, it's a lot of things with Larry Reid Live, but basically, and we've talked about him over here before. He does a lot of church gossip, right? He talks about what's going on over in the Black church, whether they Kojic or whatever, right? That's what he do. So Larry Reid and this other lady who's a pastor in Atlanta, I don't know her. They was clowning. Now they were clowning. They was clowning about the robbery. They was talking about his church. They was talking about how the church looked run down, how the backdrop was cheap. Larry Reid got down on the ground and made fun of how that man laid down on the floor. Y'all, let me say this. So the man clicked on the live. The man clicked on the live. I'm gonna come back to that, Lauren Bishop. I'm gonna come back to that. The man clicked on the live. Bishop Whitehead. I don't want to say the man, Bishop Whitehead. And they proceeded to have a very heated conversation. They had a very heated conversation. In that very heated conversation, Bishop Whitehead called Larry Reid out his name. He used a homophobic slur to describe Larry Reid. He talked about the woman being fat. He was calling her Biggie Fat, not Biggie Smalls. And he proceeded to really go off on her about how fat she was and how she needed to go find, a weight loss journey, and very disrespectful. Now, he said that he was upset. He was triggered because he said they were making fun of a very traumatic experience for him and his church, that they put the gun to his child's head, his 8-month-old child's head, and there was nothing funny about it. This is what I'm going to say. I don't feel like they was doing anything different than we was doing over here on my live. I just ain't Larry Reid. You know what I'm saying? We was clowning about the robbery. We were clowning about the fact that the dude in the back didn't move. We questioned whether the robbery was real or not. I don't feel like he did anything different. I mean, him laying down on the ground mimicking the guy. I mean, I ain't do all of that. But I don't feel like he did anything different. You know what I'm saying? So when people was like, well, he was making fun, and then he was like, well, he was making fun of the gun being in my child's head. First of all, nobody knew that because we couldn't see that in the video. All we saw in the video was you laying down on that ground with that damn backdrop that you had tacked to the wall. Okay? You had it tacked to the wall. And we saw whoever that was in the back not flinch. The dude had his legs crossed and didn't flinch. I don't know who called him a bishop child. Now he claimed 50 got saved in that church, but then 50 posted a video clowning him yesterday. Like 50 the person you claim got saved in your church posted a video clowning you yesterday. So I mean, we know 50 Cent is a troll. Like we get that, but still. Right. Nobody was laughing at the gunman coming in. We were laughing at what happened surrounding that. And again, because of the angle that we had, nobody could see where a gun was to anybody's head. Nobody saw any of that. So Larry Reid wasn't making fun of that because Larry Reid didn't even know that's what was happening. He was making fun of your ass and that church. You walking around with $500,000 worth of jewelry on your body and you got a thumbtack, the backdrop on your church wall. That's what he's talking about. That man's crazy. I couldn't get past the repetition of his words, which means BS to me. Not even 3M could say that backdrop. 50 Cent saved, girl, if that did happen, it didn't take. Okay. All the name dropping was a turn off. Well, so let's get into a little bit of the juice that came out because then he had pissed Omar. I mean, see, you got me saying Umar Johnson. Then he had pissed Larry Reid off, so Larry Reid started spilling his tea. Now let me give y'all the tea, child. Hold on, child. Hold on. Sorry about that. So let's get into the tea. Now, Larry Reid said, listen, the reason why I really wasn't saying a whole lot because I met him in person and I ain't really like the dude. So I was really trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But honestly, from the beginning, it didn't seem real to me. From the beginning, it didn't ring true to me. But I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because I was like, I don't want to question it because God forbid it was real and, somebody got hurt or whatever. So he said, that's why I talked about it on my show and I tweeted it out and I sent it to people that I knew in the media, right? Because he was like, he was trying to get as much, he was trying to help the man out. But he said when he met him, all he did was talk about labels. All he did was talk about expensive things and what he could buy. He said, he has, Larry Reid was saying how he has the Rolls Royce truck. And him and his mentor, another bishop, has a Rolls Royce truck. And when they met him, he said all of a sudden, then he ended up with a Rolls Royce truck of the same color. Now to hear the dude say it, he said he already had the Rolls Royce truck. But this man has the Rolls Royce truck, which is a $500,000 vehicle. He's got 2 Bentleys, a Bentley drop top, and then a regular like Bentley or whatever, or Rolls Royce, whatever. And then it's something else he said. He's got like 5 different vehicles that are all over $100,000. Did I say 5 and put up 4 fingers? Anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. He lives in a $2 million home. Yet it's still on Sunday morning, you had 20 people in your congregation. Sir, where you getting your money from? Larry Reid said that the man got $400,000 in PPP loans. He said that the man has a real estate business and some other businesses. However, the FBI raided his home 3 months ago. And that's not allegedly it happened. I'm going to say allegedly, though. I'm going to keep saying allegedly because I don't know these things. But I'm saying I know these things, but I'm just saying I don't know these things. Allegedly, they raided his home 3 months ago. Now, Larry Reid said that he ain't going to give us too much because it's going to all be out. He said somewhere between the next couple of months and the end of the year. He said within the year is what he was saying. I'm trying to get it out, but within the year, he said it's going to all come out of what this man is doing. He was saying that he knows, and this is allegedly. Larry Reid said this was true, but I'm saying allegedly because I don't know these people. He said that this man cheated people. He swindled people out of their money. Most were elderly people. So y'all already know that ain't a good look. Ask Jen Shaw. When you start swindling the elderly, you know what ends up happening. Larry Reid said it was one older woman that's actually one of the members of his church. He said he got her for $90,000. And that's all allegedly. But Larry Reid say it's true and he got the proof, but I'm saying allegedly because I don't know. Okay. This pastor served time in jail for fraud. He served time in jail for fraud. Now, to hear him tell the story, the pastor said that it was fake warrants and it was trumped up charges and they framed him. Now, I don't know who you were, sir, that the New York City Police Department went through all that trouble to frame you for fraud. You would think they would frame you for drugs. It's easy to frame somebody for drugs. You just got to put drugs in their house or money. But, okay, like I said, I don't know you like that, so I ain't going to say it's true or not. I'm just going to say, okay, then. That's exactly what Phil DeMars was doing on Greenleaf. Well, there you go. Now that's what they had said. Now I don't know if it's true, y'all. I'm just telling you what Larry Reid has said. Well, New York City cops are corrupt, but what I'm saying is if you're gonna frame somebody that's from the street, this dude is from the streets by his own admission. I'm not saying that. It's a lot easier to frame somebody like him who's already in the streets. It's easier to frame him for drugs than it is to trump up fake fraud paperwork. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of effort to go through to frame somebody. Now, allegedly, yeah, identity theft, credit card theft, and all that good stuff. Yes, honey. Now, this is all that he said he went to jail. Now, that he admits he went to jail. But Larry Reid said that it's all going to come out and that he don't believe that robbery was real. He went live on his channel and then he went live with Tasha K a little while ago. He pretty much said the same thing. Now, he said a little bit more on Tasha K's channel than he said on his channel. Catch. But basically, that's to sum it all up. And he said he never trust that dude. And he said he knew that the dude was a nasty guy. And he knew he said nasty things. He said, and so that's why he was glad when he did use, the F-bomb and he said the things he said. He was like, because I knew that the longer I let him talk and the more I let him go off, the more he was going to ruin his own brand. Because now those are sound bites and that's out there with him calling me that. He said, people calling me that don't bother me because because Larry Reid has been open about the fact that he was molested as a child by another man. And so he was like, him making those comments about me don't bother me. I've been open about my story. But for people outside that don't know him, it ain't a good look. It ain't a good look. And then the way he came after that woman, and Tasha K kind of called him on that because I felt the same way. I was like, why didn't Larry Reid cut that man off and tell him stop talking about her like, she's a guest on my show. You're not going to talk to her like that. But what Larry Reid said was, he was like, but I wanted him to show people who he really was. He's like, I understand where you're coming from, but I knew that I knew it wasn't a good look for him. The more he talked about her, the more he talked about me, I knew it wasn't a good look. He was like, I understand, okay, I should have defended her, but, Yeah, Larry Reid said he knew it. He said that's only some of the information, but he said that's why he really wasn't trying to rock with him. He said, because the guy been wanting to come on his show. He been calling him, blowing his phone up. And he said that's why he hasn't really been talking to him or returning his calls because he was like, something about him ain't right. Oh, yeah, Larry Reid got some issue with him too, child. He definitely does. Bishop Whitehead should not have acted a fool, especially the way he never had a problem with him. So now that he calls you out, you want to throw insults at him. Right. Now, to go back to your question, Lauren, wasn't he supposed to help Kirk Franklin's son? He was. But basically, Kirk Franklin told him to back up. We got it. When they actually had bond set for him, the last thing that Larry Reid said was that the family asked him, the family told him they would handle it. So basically, and then remember when he got out of jail, when the son got out of jail, he said his dad helped. He said his dad and his mom helped get him out of jail. So basically, Kirk Franklin called him up and told him, "I got this. Go sit down somewhere. You know, I got this, bro. Go on over there. I got this." Child, it was a mess, and I feel like it's gonna get worse before it get better because the dude had already went on his Instagram at least once, calling out Larry Reid. Now he also did a said that he's got a $50,000 reward for anybody that can help him. So I don't know. I mean, I didn't see that they're hanging out, but I don't know if they together, child. I don't know about that. The IRS is child. Yeah, he said the IRS ran up in his house. And look, we've had the FBI. We've had this conversation before, y'all. We have had this conversation before. When them alphabets get involved, that's a whole nother situation. And you got the PPP loans and stuff. Y'all know how they feel about the PPP loan money. So yeah, it's a whole nother situation, child. It's a whole nother situation. We'll see. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Don't forget, first of all, 85 people in the room. Please like this the video. And if you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button because you know why? It is free 99. Um, I want to congratulate and thank my two new mods, Diva Law and Jason. I really appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank you for your support. And do not forget that tonight at 9:15 ish, because y'all know we be late, Eastern Standard Time, we're gonna be over on Scotty's channel doing the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Now, listen, when I say we be late, we don't be late. We be late coming on. We usually be backstage running our mouth like, y'all, we got to start the show. So we're going to try to do better about that, child. But thank y'all for coming through. And hopefully I will see y'all over there in a little bit, in about an hour and about an hour, about 2 hours, give or take. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you, about an hour and a half. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.